makes the score Packers 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check, 56.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
The tackle made.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Winston, he will keep it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now.
Newsome in punt formation.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was
accelerating, and off he goes. 20.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
Touchdown, Packers.
On the carry.
Aaron Jones, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jameis Winston.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 14.
Third and long for Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On second down, here's the option. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Pass it. There he goes left side. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. On 1st and 10, Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So third down, they need. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
A 54-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
48-yard line.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From just shy of midfield, Winston firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff portion.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
First down, Love to pass. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Love once more. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Love. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Winston looking for Shepard deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bears have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love, and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. A dump underneath to Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Love. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
1st down.
Again, it's Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Below Nichols. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even 1st half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking for Shepard deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
From the gun, Love. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that even.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman. As the first half is winding down, and the Bears have broken the tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Bears 28. Packers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Throwing again. Love. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Final play of the half, Love. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Elliott Fry on for the field goal. A 47.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now it's Patterson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
And 11.
Play fake. Winston. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Love. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Love. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now it's Patterson. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go, here we go.
On the counter, here's Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
You. Bravo. Check 56.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Jones. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Number 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So after 2 unsuccessful attempts, this time he's able to find the range, and he gets his guys the lead.
And we wondered whether those 2 misses would come back to haunt him. They still might, but at least he's able to get some sort of redemption and get his guys back in front.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They will run again with Coleman. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. 20, 10, and this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown.
Elliott Fry on.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Go, Mike 51. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Winston's pass intended for Tevin Coleman. Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready? Black 25. Get the ball. Here we go, G. Get off the field. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I got you. I got you. Wait. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun, Winston. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
Winston's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Packers' 37-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Didn't knock it free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
To the air again with Winston. Crowder's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Jameis again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Packers 38, Bears 35. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the gun. Love. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
2nd down.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
At the 30-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They go play action. Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Brings up 2nd.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Well, they run the option on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
Terry McLaurin, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Packers 45, Bears 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And the Packer first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Green Bay.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On third down. Here's Jones. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
First down, Packers.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia